Good morning, everyone. So, come back to my channel. So, we still working on the LeetCode 75 here. So, earlier we were working on the define Python index, which is the video you can check on the descriptions. So, today we are going to check on the isomorphic strings. So, let's get started. So what exactly the isomorphic string? So isomorphic strings essentially, for instance, here we given two string s and t, which is we need to determine if they are isomorphic. So what's exactly isomorphic? So essentially, two string can be replaced. Like for instance, in this case, s can be replaced by a t over there. And so all occurrence of character must be replaced with another character while preserving the order of characters. No two characters can be mailed to the same character. So examples is that we have a gg over there and a dd, so a, egg and add, right? So e needs to be like mapped to a, and g needs to be like mapped to d, and the second g needs to like map to the d2. So we have a mapping over here, right? So it's like basically a map, kind of like issues. So this is returning true because the map is correct. But if we change the second d with r, so the returning is gonna be like false, exactly with the like example 2, like full bar. So there f is basically mapped to b, o is like mapping to a, and the second o is like mapping to r here, which is not correct. So if we want to make this as isomorphic, so we need to change the r to be a, because the o is like mapping to a earlier. That's basically what isomorphic is. Now let's get started to do some code. So the first thing is that we need to check the base case. We need to check the length of the given string, as and also t. If the length is not true, and then we just simply returning a false over there. And as the final result, we're returning a true. And the next thing is that we want to have the list of the characters of the ice and also t. We're able to do that by using a two-char array. The reason being is that in Kotlin we doesn't have a char add like Java does, so there's no like APIs on that on Kotlin at the moment. I'm not sure if they like support that next feature. And the second is that exactly doing the same thing with the t char. So we convert from the string to char array so that we can get a list of the characters. Remember that because we have the mapping from that strings, right? So we need to utilizing a map and data structure so that we can store for the given mappings. So we have available map of char and char. And also we want to like going through the characters, right? So we can use C0 to the size of the characters. It doesn't really matter right now. So if you utilize the S chars or T chars, because it has the same length. And now we need to check if the map is empty or not. So if the map is empty, so what we're gonna do is that we can simply put the key and also the values on the map itself. So which is the key is gonna be like S stars and the value is gonna be like T stars over there. So on the else conditions, what we're gonna do is that we want to check if the map is not empty. We want to check if the given key S star is that manifest on the map is or not. So if that's manifest on the map, we do something. Otherwise, the given key is not manifest on the map. So what we're gonna do? We're doing the same thing like we did when the map is empty. So like for instance, G is not manifest on the map. So it's gonna be like we need to like put that key on that map, right? And the next thing is that we want to determine the value of that particular key on the maps. So for instance, if the key is like G, so we want to check the value of the key of the G. So we can do that by just mapping, by retrieving by map and then just call the key there. and we won't check if the value is not equals to particular t charge. If the value is not equals, means like the value d is not equal to the subsequent d, so we need to return into the false over there. So because we expected the value to be like same side, because they have the mapping. If earlier g is mapping to the d, and the expectation is that another like g value is gonna be like mapping to the key g. So if you're running these solutions, so it's gonna be like give us a setup for 8 cases. However, if we submit these solutions, there's only like 1 8 cases we need to like consider. So let's submit this one, and let's see how it goes. So as we expected, we get the wrong answer here. So what exactly happened is that, so B is like mapping to B, A is mapping to A, and D mapping to B. This is not correct, right? So we need to mapping the value B to the given key, which is the B again. So earlier the mapping is like from key to B. However, isomorphic is something like we need to also preserving or make sure that the value or the given value should possibly like mapping to the correct D. So this is like one directions like mapping, but we need to also like make sure that the mapping like but a B direction, like a B from the key to the value, from the value to the key. So in order to dissect add cases, so what we're gonna do is that we can simply adding conditions within the second else over there. So we can check if the map contains particular value. If that yes, means the map already have some values. Doesn't matter which is its content, it's like mapping to a particular key. If that's so, we're just returning a false. Like for instance, particular map has the same key with different values, so we just returning that. So as you can see here, it's like accepted. So that's overall for the solutions. And how about the time and the space complexity though? So the time complexity for these solutions is basically a linear, because we're going through each coordinate on the S, and also the space complexity is gonna be like linear too, because we're utilizing a map, right? And the worst case is that we're gonna put the entire value, the key value on the map. So the worst case is gonna be like linear. So that's pretty much for today, folks. So thank you so much for watching my video. Please stay tuned for another video. So I really appreciate your help to subscribe and also like my video. So I think that's all from my side. Thank you so much. Bye bye.